Fading on a girl with a hunger for fame, with a face and a name to remember. Norma Jean's gone, she's moving on. Hello, hello, hello. Missed your faces. Welcome back, welcome back. Halfway saying that just to myself, because it's been a while. But here we are, doing our thing. Let's see. All right. It's weird to be back, but I'm glad to be back. Missed y'all. No, I didn't. But hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. This is The Spinning Mama. My name is Sonia. Good to have you here with me today. Focus on transformation inside and out. Hello. Hi, Emmett. Here we go. Whew. So for those of you who are new, I'm working on just losing 10 pounds of fat before the end of the year. It's still achievable, but I haven't been working out. So like over the last week, I've taken a break just to keep myself feeling okay. But we're back and we're in and we got this. Here we go. Did I lose weight? Since when? The short answer is yes. Since the beginning of this year, I've definitely lost some weight. I lost about 30 pounds this year, trying to make it an even 40. It's my postpartum weight loss process. Woo! Here we go. Thank you for kicking us off with a like. Appreciate that very much. We're getting into it. Woo! Woo! Oh, felt good. That felt good. Woo! Here we go. Picking it up. Pick it up. Woo! Gotta keep breathing. Woo! Focus. Ah. Ah. Woo. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Work the legs. Ah, here we go, here we go. Hi, Garima. Hi, Mr. Pilato. Woo! We out here getting it, y'all. If you want to support the channel, feel free to subscribe. Woo! We're losing 10 pounds of fat by the end of the year. Come along with me. Phew! We got this. Thank you, Mr. Pilato. Here we go. 1 minute of work, y'all. 1 minute. Quick recovery. Then we're going to the next block of work. We just did 2. And then I'm gonna hit strength if you wanna hang out with me. We're moving. Woo! Here we go. Woo! That's our last block. Doing 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of work, and 50. We got this. Here we go. Got it. One more. 20, 30, and 40 seconds. Oh my God, I feel this. My legs are shaking. Woo! Here we go. Woo! This is the last 40 seconds. Oh, I feel that. Dang, that was hard, but it felt good. Looks like we went 14. Oh, wait, no. How far did we go? Oh, it's telling me my ranking. That's fun. I'm on 12,000 out of 30,000. That's my rank. So better than half. I'll take it. I feel so accomplished. So we're dancing together. Yay. Okay, let's go get this strength, yeah? When I first started out, people were like, oh, another woman who doesn't do any strength work. Hi, Abdul. And I wasn't even then. I still did strength work even then. I started out doing strength, not cardio here on YouTube. So I think that's kind of funny. But we are going to do some strength work today. A little core work we're doing is standing because I hate getting on the floor and now I don't have to. Yay. So come with me. Let's go. I'm gonna set you guys up over here. Ooh, ow, my eye. Hey, Google, set the living room light to blue. And let's set up the doors so that we are all good to go. Hello. Okay, so we are gonna do a little bit of strength. We're gonna do a little core. Keep your messages appropriate because you're being creepy, and that just means that I'm gonna kick you out. So if you can't figure it out on your own, I'll help you. Because I will remove you. It's that simple. Okay, so keep it clean. Says me. Duh. Okay, let's go. So first and foremost, for those of you who are new, I'm the Spinning Mama. This is the Spinning Mama. My name is Sonia. And I'm a postpartum mother to a little one who just turned 2. I'm a single solo mom. And I threw my back out this summer like an old man. So I'm working on just keeping my physical self strong. And that's what this is all about. We're doing transformation inside and out right here on YouTube. If you want to watch the journey, we're losing 10 pounds together. And if you join me for the rest of the year in doing something, you'll get a little closer to your goals. I've lost 30 pounds this year, 50 postpartum, and only 25 of those were from my daughter. The rest of it was just because I gained a little weight before I had her. So I'm very excited to be coming down and strengthening my body, raising my basal metabolic rate, increasing my muscle mass, decreasing my body fat percentage, and all those good things. All right, let's switch. And it really is something that anyone can join me with. I really am hoping that people will join me. Thank you for the likes. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to support that way. I'm just a single mom out here trying to do something good for myself and my daughter. Oh. The work feels good, but oh my God, it's hard. Oh my God, I'm shaking. It's hard, but good. Gotta do it. Keep the body strong, keep the mind sharp, all that good stuff. Whew. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Hopefully well. Thank you so much for working out with me today. It's been a pleasure to see you all. I missed you all. If you haven't already and you're new here and you know that you want to work out with somebody or you want to like watch somebody's journey working out, right now that's what I'm working on, then go ahead and subscribe. I'm here most days of the week, right around noon Eastern, sometimes a little later or earlier depending on what's going on in the schedule. I do have a full-time job, so sometimes that affects when I'm on, but if that is something that you want to see and something you want to be a part of, then definitely subscribe. And it's just a great way to show support for the channel, so I really appreciate each and every one of you who are here. Thank you so much for that. And for those of you who have come through, if you just appreciated what we did here, then go ahead and give a like so that YouTube knows this live was live. That means you had a little bit of fun, okay? I am going to hop over to the next work-related task because the day is only just beginning. I hope that if you observe Thanksgiving, then you have a happy Thanksgiving on Thursday. It's gonna be a short week for me, just because I'm gonna be traveling in and out. But I will be back with you all next week on our normal schedule. And like with the holidays and everything, you know, we'll be in, we'll be out, we'll be here, we'll be there, whatever. Just chilling and hanging. But the workout is done. The sweat has been sweat. We've got it all out, and I feel like that is, you know, priority number one when it comes to getting this specific thing done, is just using our bodies and feeling really good. So yeah, oh boy. All right. So we're just gonna get rid of that racist, misogynist nonsense. All right, and if you don't want to get kicked off the channel, don't say horrible things. It's pretty straightforward. I'm very fair as a person. So yeah. I'm a real person. I'm really here working out, showing you all my process. If you're gonna be terrible people, go do it someplace else. Ideally to not a human being. Nobody deserves that. Okay. So I have been coming online and doing my workouts pretty much all year. There was a period where I didn't show up very often. I had like kind of felt out of whack, out of sync, something like that. And I didn't know how I wanted to approach coming on live. And so I just kind of tuned out and wanted to try something different. And then I decided to come back and do every weekday. And that was pretty awesome. And I think it's time for another transition to do something different. Because like we're in a new season, you know, we did something cool for the summer. And I think it's time to like refresh the approach. Obviously I'm working on all these different things, like losing 10 pounds by the end of the year. Like 10 pounds of fat, not just like 10 pounds of whatever. So if I don't hit it, I don't hit it, I don't care. But I'm shooting for 10 pounds of fat by the end of the year. And like just generally having like higher fitness levels. I've been working on my skincare. It's looking much, much better. So that's exciting. Ooh, a little like piece of the earphone on my face, but like my skin is all smooth. It's just like I've got these dark marks. I've got a couple of like areas where the tretinoin is pulling all of the like acne that lay underneath the top layer of skin up. And that's going to keep happening for probably another week or two. But because I just started using the tretinoin cream every single night, I have azelaic acid as well. Those are my 2 prescriptions that I'm using now. I still have all those other fun skincare products and everything, but I've actually changed my like overall approach to skincare, to simplify it just a little bit, and to focus on like dermatologist recommended or prescribed medication. Because again, tretinoin is really the gold standard for turning over skin cells. It works on dark marks. It prevents the creation of fine lines and wrinkles. It heals acne. And so for me, I'm just going to want to stay on that tretinoin regimen for my acne prevention. And like, again, healing, because I have a little bit right there that just joined the chat. So I will be using that. And the azelaic acid is, again, really helpful for not only acne, but also rosacea and reducing dark marks and things like that. So my skincare project is well underway. As far as differences, I don't personally really notice any, but I think that's because I see my own face all the time. And I know when I have like new little things here and there that I take issue with, I pay attention to that more so than I do the progress areas. But yeah, like I think my skin looks fine. It's just got dark marks. And obviously I have the remnants of like, what do you call it? Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation around. So that'll go down with time. The glass skin project is going to definitely be something that is ongoing. It's not something that I anticipate should be like a done deal. Like once you just like, you know, start touching the products, that it's all just going to magically work, or even in a week. Like, I don't think that that's enough time for someone who has persistent skin issues to see any results. So I'm holding myself to a standard that's appropriate for the amount of work that my skin needs to go through to heal. And I'm totally fine with that. And I want to encourage people because I see a lot of influencers who are, you know, skincare gurus who have perfect skin and who never really had serious issues with their skin. They had maybe like a blemish, and to them it was a very big deal. But they're not coming from, you know, a background of having like moderate to severe acne like I did, and like learning different ways to treat that. Like I never went on hormonal birth control to reduce my hormonal acne, so I had to do that another way. And like my learning process has been very much so like a long-term project of, you know, dietary changes, prescription medication, over-the-counter things. So I would like to share a little bit more about like what that process has looked like, and to be like helpful and supportive of you all in that way. And we're getting really, really, really close to monetization, which will really help the channel and help make this project more sustainable for me. I have a little girl and I'm a full-time mom, a full-time working mom, and a solo mom. This is my whole thing. Not YouTube is my whole thing. Like I am everything for my family. And so every little bit of support that you all share makes the world of difference. So I really appreciate you all just for being here and just for hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you. And, you know, I just want to encourage you all that you can use the chat to talk with me. I like to talk with you all too. So if you have questions or thoughts or comments, like, I don't know, people yell rude things at me all the time. And I prefer to like have really nice, enjoyable conversations with you all where we do all the fun things together. And so, yeah, I would much prefer and would love to enjoy more time with you all where we're just like, you know, kikiing, talking about all the things that are going on in our lives. Maybe your moms, maybe you're working out, maybe you're doing a weight loss process, maybe you are working on your skincare, maybe you're just working on self-development and reading a book. I have read a couple of really interesting and exciting books that I'd love to talk to you all about, especially The Million Dollar Weekend. I think it's like the perfect book for a mom who wants to start a business, to get into the nitty gritty without making a huge time commitment and without making a huge money commitment, like the practical steps that you can take to prove a concept, and move forward, like with exactly the right amount of time and money investment necessary to move forward, rather than like over investing in something that may not work. So let me know if you want to learn more about that as well. Yeah, I mean, I am really, actually, I can tell you that I have been following the Million Dollar Weekend for a couple of weeks now. Like it's a weekend, like as in you do like certain steps over the weekend, but I take that a little bit further. I might stretch that out throughout the week and then do like some concentrated work on one of the days of the weekend. But since I have to take care of my daughter, full time all the time, it's easier for me to spread out the Million Dollar Weekend to the Million Dollar Week, and then like have really concentrated sprints that I do during the weekend, and that has been really helpful and supportive of my journey. This past weekend, I reached out to some potential clients, and it was really exciting, sharing some information and like starting to get some leads. So hopefully those leads will turn into some business very soon. I'm very excited about that. I've got my first podcast interview, like mostly outlined and scripted. I just have to outline a couple more questions. So I'm really excited about like the business side of being a mom and being a working mom and doing all the things. So if you're curious about that, I would love to share it with you. And especially the Million Dollar Weekend, because I've now read it like, I want to say 2 times, but I probably have read it 3 in reality. And I'll tell you, every time I read that book, it's not that I learned something new, it's that I believe in myself a little bit more, because I realize that my belief in myself isn't like a personal thing. It's like you go through the checklist of the things that you've done and the things that you've accomplished throughout the process of reading that book. And each time you realize you did a little bit more than last time. And you realize you're a little bit closer to your goal than last time. And you realize that you are more prepared than you were last time. And I love that element of the book. I think that a lot of business books and business gurus really push this idea that like you have to grind and you have to know everything and like don't put your worst foot forward, like, you know, they get you into like this perfectionism cycle where you feel like you need coaching and training and degrees and certificates before you can do anything. And I love how the author really takes us into a place where we're taking a step forward, not back, right? He's like, oh, have you thought about this? Well, think about it with somebody else. And that's like your first assignment, is just talk to someone about a business idea. And it's like, oh, well, but aren't you supposed to like keep that, you know, close to your chest? Like that's all nonsense, right? No one is going to have as much of a crap to give about something that you care about the way you do. So even if you told like your direct competitor an idea that you had, odds are they're going to be so busy working on their thing, they're not going to change to try and steal your idea unless it's like so perfect that it fits into their schedule and their process. But even if they do something like that, you're still going to do better because you're the one who came up with it. You're the one who has like the heart behind it, the head behind it, and you're not going to like give up on that plan. And honestly, if your competitor starts doing it, that means you had a very good idea. So you should definitely do it, right? And there's this other book I've been reading, The Power of Broke, by Damien, the People's Shark. And someone's going to be mad at me for not knowing his name. But I'm just getting into this side of the business reading world. But he was talking about how, like, in the grand scheme of things, nothing is really ever new or truly like an invention, in the sense that like there's always something that you're taking from to build on. And I mean, that's true even if you're talking about airplane and flight, right? Yes, there was never a plane that was a mechanical apparatus that you could fly in before the Wright brothers, right? But we do know that there were birds with wings, right? And how did they fly? And what were the rules and laws of physics that we knew? And how could we manipulate those to work for this new project that we're going to take on? And the cool thing about this like kind of approach that the People's Shark from Shark Tank takes on this is that he is basically saying it's not that you're not interesting, it's that like the way you're interesting is what matters. Like how you innovate is what people are going to pay attention to when you're looking for investment, when you're looking for like how you solve a problem in a unique way that no one else does. It's not that you're creating a new thing to solve the problem, it's that you're creating a new way of approaching that problem. And I just love that thought process. And then again, $1 Million Weekend with Noah Kagan is just a really powerful book. It's a very short book, and it's super easy to read, super easy to understand. And again, it's just so easy to follow. So I will probably post a video about that and my process with it, just because it has been so critical to my growth as a person who wants to grow her business and who wants to like achieve a certain level of success as an individual within like a certain time frame. So I am looking forward to like using these steps to help me to roll out my implementation plan for my business, to reach all these different and exciting groups of people who I believe will be my ideal clients, to build a community and to build an income stream, because that is so important for anyone right now. But as a single solo mom, it is so important to have a diversified sort of income, and like having multiple income streams is critical to surviving an uncertain economy, which we are currently facing. So I am just trying to kind of create a sense of safety and, you know, a sense of confidence in myself. And I know that kind of anchoring myself in these business principles is a huge thing for that. So if that's of any interest to you, then I will definitely be sharing some of the things that I have learned, and some of the things that I've found to be especially useful and helpful to me, that I believe you all might benefit from as well. So yeah, that was a whole ramble. That was a whole rant. That was a whole thing. But I think it was actually an important piece to share with you all. Because you see me working out, you know I'm about transformation. But like I think about transformation in a really holistic way. Yes, obviously changing our bodies, visual, and people you can appreciate the hard work that goes into that. That's why I get on the bike and I show you all my workouts every single weekday. It's not just for vanity or something like that. It's because I believe that showing you my process this way, in this intimate way, gives you like an honest to goodness look at what it takes from my end, and like a sincere commitment that I'm making. And you see when I don't show up, I'm not showing up. Oh, something's off. Like instead of just like showing you, you know, a 90-minute YouTube video that's everything I did to get there. And maybe that's something else I should do. I know that cinematic, like high value approach to sharing like the full story is really valuable. And I know that there's, to my knowledge, not anyone else who's really showing this process like this right now on YouTube. And I don't know, I just feel like there are people who don't want to feel like the barrier to entry is like way up here, or you see me at the end and you think, oh, whatever. Of course she did it. Like, and instead you look at the beginning of this year, you look at the, you know, process of me starting YouTube and being scared to even be here and just squat and like have terrible form, and like have no like, you know, easy way to navigate all the things that I was navigating at the time. For you all to see like the growth process, both as a YouTuber and as a woman, as a mother, as a person who's like building her physical fitness back after having a baby. I just wanted you all to see the whole process and to know like what that really looked like. And I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me on the journey. So yeah, that's really it for me for today. I have really appreciated having you all here with me again. Like I said, it's been a sincere pleasure. I have missed you all so, so much. You all are a really important part of my day, in addition to the workout itself, because I get a chance to like feel like myself. I get a chance to yippity yap to some dope people, and connect and put in a little bit of an investment in myself, and hopefully inspire you all to do a little bit of those things for yourselves as well. Okay. So yeah, thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm sending you all the love from my family to yours. And hopefully I will see you real soon in the next one. I'll be here tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you then. Okay,